Hi, I'm Jaden.
Hi, I'm Haley.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
Hello, I'm Steve.
Hello, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Madison.
The human body and mind go through extreme changes during and after pregnancy. Postpartum depression can be defined as an illness suffered by a mother following the first year of childbirth, typically due to psychological adjustment, fatigue, and hormonal imbalance. It can affect women differently, varying in symptoms, and can result in a state of psychosis. This can result in infanticide, which is the murder of children 1 year or less of age. This is about questions and controversy in both psychiatry and the law. And due to it being an imbalance in the brain, it can be hard to be recognized by other people, especially our criminal justice system. Over time, the discovery and scientific advancements of postpartum depression and its effects have greatly influenced the criminal justice system by making it a better tool for women and their quality of life in society. Postpartum depression is a complex mix of physical, emotional, and behavioral changes that can result in women after birth. According to the DSM, which is a diagnostic manual for mental disorders, it can begin 4 weeks after delivery. The levels of estrogen and progesterone increase in tenfold during pregnancy, then they drop sharply after delivery. This can result in psychosis, which is when women lose touch with reality, have auditory hallucinations and delusions, and other symptoms like insomnia, feeling agitated, angry, and they pace, and they just feel unnormal. According to the 2019 Yale Academic One file by Margaret Spinelli, because psychosis does not fulfill the legal definition of insanity in the United States, the American criminal justice system uses tests to determine if the accused was insane at the time of the crime and therefore was not responsible of the offense. This article also goes to say, how can a psychotic person whose illness alters the ability to reason be held to a cognitive standard of right and wrong when the person's ill mind cannot function at this level of insanity? This means that because women don't have the right knowledge in their mind, they're not in the right state, it's hard to charge them with a crime when they have something going on in their brain that they don't understand themselves and the people around them don't as well. Undoubtedly, the effect of postpartum depression on the criminal justice system has sprung controversy in both mental health community and the law. In the Middle Ages, women who exhibited symptoms of postpartum depression during or after childbirth were thought to be witches or victims of witchcraft or demonic possession. These witches were burned and killed. The 2006 Journal of Mental Health by Thomas Becker explains that far into the 20th century, women with severe mental disorders were denied the right to motherhood. They were forced to live in psychiatric hospitals for long periods of time, and many of them were sterilized or had their children taken away from them. Women weren't able to seek help because they didn't know what to do because they were scared of what might happen to them or their children. So as a result, they felt like they had no control of their lives. So it wasn't until 1994 that postpartum depression was actually acknowledged in the DSM and recognized. With the advancements in science and the criminal justice system, women have more options to treat their illness and have a feeling of safety since we know how to deal with cases like this compared to years ago. Although, in cases involving infanticide, some people may say that women use the plea of insanity as an excuse to get away with their crimes and lighten their sentence. It causes the brain to think and react differently. And women must be professionally tested by a doctor and declared mentally unfit before they can even declare insanity. So it doesn't make sense for people to say that they would use it as an excuse, because to even be acknowledged to have postpartum depression, you have to be proven to have it by a doctor. So the alternate opinions don't make sense. This can be seen in the Andrea Yates case, which was a woman who drowned all 5 of her children, and no one knew what was wrong with her. Nobody could understand why she was doing these things because nobody took the time to sit and listen to her and realize what was going on with her. But after her case went through trial in court and she went through the criminal justice process, the 2013 16th volume of the Archives of Mental Women's Health by Ann Rhodes said that in 2003, the Texas House of Representatives passed the first bill on perinatal depression, colloquially referred to as the Andrea Yates Bill, which required the State Department of Health to maintain a web-based resource list of professionals who can offer advice and services to families affected by postpartum depression. The bill also targets healthcare professionals by requiring them to complete courses so that they're more aware of what postpartum depression is and how to recognize the signs for it. They also have to report annually on postpartum screenings, and so with them being educated, it allows people to have a better understanding and acknowledge what postpartum is and how it affects people so that we can treat it and their cases can be treated kindly rather than harshly because of what's going on in their brain. The criminal justice sees postpartum depression in a new light due to this case, which grants women a better chance at life. Overall, the effects of postpartum depression have significantly influenced the way the criminal justice views mental illness. Research and scientific developments about postpartum depression validate all the work society has put into learning and discerning mental illness and how it affects us. By accepting and classifying the diagnosis of PPD being a plea of insanity due to the imbalance in the brain by postpartum depression, women are given a less criminal sentence and charge. The vast difference in the way postpartum depression is acknowledged and dealt with today compared to years and centuries ago improves women's rights and general well-being overall.